Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I hope everyone had a really nice week. I can see my little projects over there, so maybe move over here. How's everybody doing? I hope I have signal. You can see me. We're waiting for Megan Auman. She's going to be joining us today and talking about some of her new work and showing us her studio and a bunch of other good stuff. So looking forward to that. I got dressed up for you too. I'm wearing some really crazy, some of the big earrings I've been posting. I guess maybe, can people see me? Sometimes it's a signal. Let me try my, ooh, Ella Roy, hey. Let's see. Hey, Sarah. Hey. I'm trying to get people, is my signal good? It's kind of funky in here always. I'm drinking tea first. I can see you. Cool. Okay, we're waiting for Megan Auman. She's going to be joining us momentarily. I'm wearing some fun big earrings today. And I kind of brought in a bunch of color. Frozen. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Better? Can see me. Okay, good. Sorry, we're having kind of little... Oh, here's Megan. I'm going to get Megan in here now. Yay. Welcome, everybody. Yes, connecting. Hey!
Hey!
What's up? How's it going?
Good. Cheers. Got my beer.
I know. Okay, I totally... In honor of you, I have tea because it's a little early for me, but I also brought rosé dry cider. This is as close to a beer.
Nice. I like it.
Close.
I was gonna make a cocktail, but that was a lot of effort. So.
Yeah, that's too much right now. This is easy and delicious.
Exactly. Cheers.
Yeah. How are you doing? You're in your studio, which looks amazing.
I'm in my studio, just hanging out, doing all the work.
Yeah. Making stuff, right? You've been a ton.
Making a ton of stuff because not allowed to go anywhere, so might as well make things.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a live auction, please. We should do a live auction. That's a great idea.
I feel like I don't know if my brain can wrap around that right now.
I think we're doing this on Friday. We're doing a live auction. We're auctioning off our hoop earrings for Anya House. So we're
nice.
IJ Live at 5. You have to donate throughout the week and let us know, and you get a raffle number, and then we're auctioning off all of the hoop earrings. So it's kind of a live auction. Live auction kind of scares me, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, also that's super fun. Also, you guys should know I'm like the unofficial Anya House groupie.
I know.
I follow them around.
And my sister too, so your picture is definitely going to be posted. Right? Yeah. I know that's a good idea. I think doing them. I know Morphew, you guys have they've been doing all these like cute styling videos.
Oh,
and
fun.
Like showing all the history of all the pieces. They do a lot of couture vintage.
Nice.
And so they were showing like how all the history of pieces and then talking about them. But I don't know, maybe I'll hit you up and ask for some like opinions on live auctions because I have not done that yet.
Yeah,
or even a live trunk show yet. We're doing an auction on Friday. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing too. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Wait, so what have you been doing? You've been dropping all these new pieces.
Yeah, so I saw you in New York at the beginning of February, and then I came home from New York and I was like, I have to powder coat all the things right now. And what's funny about that is that
how did that come about? Because you were just like
here's what's funny. I had been thinking about it, and for like a couple months because I had driven by a place that did powder coating, and I was like, oh, like maybe I should powder coat it, and I'll show you guys. So that.
Thank you for the history lesson because you have powder coated.
Yes. So this chair hanging out here, that was my MFA thesis. So it's welded steel, totally powder coated, but I didn't do it. Like I helped, but because it's a full size chair, a guy that went to high school with my dad owns a powder coating setup. So he helped me do all of that. So I powder coated a long time ago, and then I just never got my own setup. And so I've never had my own setup to do it myself. I've had other people do it for me from time to time. And so I was kind of thinking about it. And then after we did the pop-up at Yotel, I went to MoMA the next day and I ran into one of my galleries, and we were talking about how like they were saying they have so many ceramic artists who are super successful because like they're always just dropping things and they're like limited edition and like here's what's coming out of the kiln. And I was like, I want that energy in my own business.
Yes.
Powder coating. So I literally like I ordered the whole setup. I ordered the gun and an oven and like an air compressor.
You're gonna show us a little bit about this too, because I know I have had the pleasure of being in your studio, and you have so many fun stations. It feels like set up because you have so many processes. You have like your special soldering.
Yeah. So
layout.
Right now, the way my studio is, everything is kind of spread out. So we're in my main studio, which is like the clean studio. Clean is a
relative
understatement. Yeah. But so I don't have my torches in here. So this is basically like this is my bench. So I'm not a big jeweler's bench, traditional bench girl. Never was. So that's my bench, big work table that I actually got from a Gap that was closing, and so, like the clothing store was selling fixtures, and it's an amazing table.
Good idea, because close a bunch of those stores soon.
Yeah, and it's I got it when I was in grad school, and it's great because it's like higher and it's super sturdy. It's awesome. So that's like my bench, and then I have another space where I weld. So I just have like a little room where my torches hang out. That's my dirty room. And then another room over there. Now I have my powder coating set up in a different room because that's its own kind of dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but part of it is like with soldering and different things, you don't want to contaminate, because once it gets dirty, it compromises the integrity of what you're doing potentially.
Right, and so all my work is welded, and it's almost all welded steel. So like this one is bronze that I then powder coated just because I was like, what happens if I powder coat a whole necklace with a little chain and everything? Turns out you can do it. Yeah,
but I'm like, because I feel like doing the round wire is super difficult, but maybe I don't know enough about it. Is that just me?
I mean, that's what I've been working with now for like forever.
Yeah.
But most of what I do is steel. And so I torch weld. So I use an oxyacetylene torch, and it's super dirty. So like to try to do that even with ventilation in my main space would just be crazy dirty. So I live in the country. So actually like my studio's on a farm. There are cows outside. They're not my cows, but there are cows. And so I'm lucky that I have the space. So when I was like, I'm going to just start powder coating, I just ordered all the stuff, and luckily, like I've done it, and I used to teach it, and I knew how to do it. I just didn't have the equipment, so bought all the stuff and just started powder coating all the things. And so I played around. So this is my Asante collection, which was my previous new collection before I started powder coating. So all of these shapes that were like inspired by like Matisse and O'Keeffe, and these really like organic, as you can see, I like plants, and even like going all the way back to my thesis, like that's based on floral pattern textiles. So that's always been an influence in my work. So I started there, but I had this vision that I wanted to do all of these necklaces that are like chain segments.
Yes. Okay. I saw you had like, you can connect them to different ones and then wear them layered, right?
Yeah. So like,
I like that. Perfectly color coordinated for this. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Like, do you like my nails? I'm all good.
I color for you because I was like, okay.
I know, and what's so funny is like 3 months ago I was like the black, white, and gray girl, and now I'm like color.
It's good to change.
So basically like these are all segments, and so you could take a segment out and you could shorten it and play with things. And if you have multiples, there's no rule that says you can't combine this one with that one. So I have things like that. And then I did a really fun one. Let's see, check my pile. We got all kinds of stuff happening here. Also, my jewelry is super durable. So when you
I know. Thank you. Mine is
so like this one.
Okay, this is like double. Did you like?
So yeah. So what I did was like you can wear it like this, but then you can actually take it apart. Like you can take these segments off, and this guy is its own necklace.
Oh my God, so cute.
So yeah, and then you can take like this if you want it to be longer. Like now we've got a little extra chain segment and an accent color.
Oh my God, how many color combinations have you been playing with doing this, right?
So many. So I keep adding. I'm like, no more colors, and then
And
so
I'm
I
like,
think
every time I look back, I'm like, oh, it's only blues and greens. Now I'm like, oh, there's salmon. Okay.
salmon. Yeah. So I was getting ready. I went to Palm Springs at the start of March, like right before all this happened, and so I was like, I need pinks, and so I started doing that. And then of course I was like, okay, I have all these colors, and I'm not gonna do any new colors for a while. And then I got an email last week from Artful Home, and they want stuff for fall catalog.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to do fall colors.
I know. Okay, I'm kind of like, oh, well, cool. I thought about it,
Yeah.
so, but still, like, yeah,
Because everything I'm doing
very
right now is like super kind of spring summery color palette. So I'm just working on some stuff this week for them. So we'll see where that goes.
Nude in the fall kind of thing.
Yeah. And
And
they sent me like their color palette that they're working with. So
they've specific. If you guys don't know Artful Home, they like are American handcrafted website and catalog, and they do really cool spreads, and they'll be really color specific with their spreads, which is, I think, really nice because we can kind of adapt to that.
yeah, and they're really good to work with. Like they're super awesome, and they promote your work, and their customer service is amazing. And yeah, like I've worked with them for the last, I don't know, 4 years now, maybe something like that. And I love working with them. So when they're like, we need fall colors, I'm like, okay, got it, I'm on it.
You're on it. Well, now this is like opened up. This is like bringing your painting in with jewelry, with a new technique, because who doesn't love a new technique?
Right. Exactly.
Because before this, you were playing with stones. You started with just simple lines, and then have done different, like you've done different drops essentially.
Yeah. I mean, and so kind of what happened was like, you know, I was doing the really complicated sculpture stuff for my thesis, and then I got out in the real world, and I kind of like, you simplify because time is money, and so like you simplify to kind of bring the price point back down. And then so it was like simplify, and now I'm like, okay, like I have enough of a following and enough people who support my work that now I'm like, let's go back out to like where I can really go and play and explore. And so that's what I've been doing. But then at the same time, like my like newest drop is that I just started doing the rings and all the colors.
Hey, you had them like all spread out like on a whole table.
Yeah.
I want to see some of that because I'm like, it looks like so much fun to play with. I want to dive in. You know, you have tons of different sizes.
So I had to we'll do a little camera flip.
Did you think do this many in this color? How did you? Because you have cultivated a direct to consumer following over all these years. So you're keeping them like excited.
Right. So like it's not as fun to see right use of So basically what I'm doing is like you can see I had to sort, like this is my little box of
that looks amazing.
I make them in big batches, and then this is like my real fancy system where after I make a big batch, I lay everything out in all the sizes so that I can inventory them. So actually what I did, so this is something that I'm working on. The stacking rings came because I've been doing these steel stacking rings for years. And one of the things that I've wanted to do is powder coat those as well to make the surface more durable. But I didn't have a powder coating setup. So now I just did a batch of the black. So now I'm changing the black stacking rings over to powder coated too.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. That's a little bit better for the skin, right?
Well, it's more so like, so the black, we'll just keep walking around my studio because why the heck not?
I'll visit you. This is what we do. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this.
Yeah. So like here this is all my wire and things. So the steel, this is like all the steel, and the steel is black, and it stays black better than like, so you can see here's like a whole bunch of rings that I'm working on
it or something, right? So
I seal it with wax, so it stays better than like oxidized silver would, but at the end of the day it's still not a permanent coating, whereas powder coating is a permanent coating. So this has been like one of those things I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and people have been buying the black rings with the colored rings, and so I was like, all right, it's time, like we're gonna go ahead and do that.
they work really well. And how different is the color then from the neutral steel to doing the black powder coat? Because do you get it matte or shiny? Can you do that with powder coat?
Yeah, so we'll do a little, I know I'm like super close, so we'll do a little compare and contrast here.
I'm curious.
So
I don't know how much that change. Are you thinking about considering doing everything maybe in the future or offering your other designs?
So probably not. There's a couple reasons. So this is the steel. Oh, let me point. That's the steel with just the wax on it. That's the black steel powder coat. So I got a matte. So it's like
really close,
super similar.
Yeah.
All the other colors that I've been doing are a gloss.
Yeah.
But the black I did as the matte. And but so part of the challenge with my old work is that because it's like the two-tone, I can't, anything that's like not solid steel, I can't powder coat the steel. So my old work, for those of you who don't know, is like steel with accents of silver, accents of bronze. So probably what's going to happen is eventually some of that work is going to start to phase out.
Which to totally snap on your website.
Yeah. All that stuff is there, but some of it's, we're starting to get rid of some of it.
I know.
I mean, some of that stuff has been in my line.
I have one. I have one
right
away. Speaking of, I don't know why it's right here, but I have this right here. This is one of your old pieces. It's like, look at this. It's like attached to all this crap. But
that's how all my jewelry looks.
That's so embarrassing. Don't do this, people. Don't do it. Don't be like us. Be so much nicer to your jewelry than we are. This is a beautiful example of like some of your two-tone.
Yeah, so that
like, old bit mix in there.
Yeah, so that's like a really old. I didn't even make that.
I know. Me and my mom have matching. I have the gold one. She has the silver one. This is like an old, weird one of a. I love this piece.
Yeah, and so so it's hard to do anything that has the accent. I can't really powder coat the steel. But so that's why I wanted to do like things like this with the chain, because then like I could still do a version of this where I powder coat the steel segments and then silver. Yeah, so I do. Someone just asked if I powder. I do powder coat in my studio.
I don't want to. Can you show us the setup a little bit? Because I'm.
Yeah, we'll take a walk.
I know many people who do this, and I'm always geek out on it because I've never done it myself, and it looks like fun.
You guys just can't judge as we walk through the messy. So my space, we're like, this is a very long construction project. So this is, let me turn on some lights. This is, I reclaimed a bathroom that needs renovating.
That's the idea. You need something that you can clean, right? Because it gets kind of dirty, or
right? Yeah, it's a little dusty right now. So you can see here is my setup. So I've got so the way this works is that's my so you need an air compressor and then a gun.
This is so this is awesome.
I know, it's super like nerdy. So so basically what happens is there's a positive and a negative charge. And so it runs to, it's gonna be a little dark in here. But like basically this is my little hangy station.
Oh yeah, perfect. So it'll free flow around all the parts.
Right. So like pieces will get hung. You can see it's like I'm getting dirty just touching things. So like pieces will get hung, and then basically what it does is it electrocharges the piece. You spray the powder on, and then this is my oven, which is literally just a pizza oven, like a toaster oven that I bought.
Oh, kind of
on Amazon.
Right. Yours looks a little bigger. I like that. I've seen little big, but you need because you're doing long, not long, like 7.5 inch maybe.
Right. So I've actually done like this one that I'm wearing. Like this is actually like an 18. So I can do like an 18 inch if I kind of
perfectly lit.
Yeah. Hold on. Now I'm in the chat. There we go. So like if I kind of like loop it, I can get about an 18 inch chain in there. It's not ideal. But yeah, I can do that. So it was kind of one of those where I was like, you know what? What?
It's nice to get a long surface all continuous and get it done.
Yeah, and like I can do like a batch of about 60 rings in here because everything just gets hung from like little hooks. So like
Oh my God, so cute.
All these little hooks. Yeah, and then so I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with it yet. So like once you do the hooks, like
Oh
the
my
hooks
God.
get powder coated. I know.
Uh,
And so I haven't, this is like my pile of, I don't know what I'm going to do with them
pretty.
yet. But, and my husband was like, just sandblast them off. I'm like, well, first of all, I don't have a sandblaster. And second of all, I'm like, that's too much work. I'll just figure out something else to do with them. So,
Like more fun.
yeah.
They could be,
So,
like,
yeah, so that's my
ornament hangers, or they could become little, I don't know, right?
Well, so like I also started bending them. This is like so weird and nerdy, but like I started bending them into tiny little paper clips.
Yes. And
I was like,
love that.
I sort of want to make my own little paper clips.
Wait, can you actually, after they've been powder coated, is that hard? Is when you start bending it, can you break it off?
Yeah, so it's like, it's so weird. I'm sitting
color
perfect.
off?
Like I can actually, I can take this and I can actually bend it and it doesn't break. Like it's actually a flexible surface.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I also didn't think you could do that with it. That's really forgiving.
Yeah, there's like, I think like a point of no return, like you couldn't do it forever. But you could totally, yeah, you can totally
Well, I could
bend it.
Some things out of those.
I know. I actually thought about it. I was like,
right?
You just make boxes and like send them to my friends and see what they do with them.
They're fun. I'll take
right.
Some.
I know. I was like,
no.
I already have people on my list. I was like, you, my friend Amber, like who can I send them to? So yeah.
You said that, and I have literally, this is like right. This was not planned, you guys. Not planned.
That's really funny.
This is what I've been collecting.
That's amazing.
I'm like up your alley. Totally.
Yeah. So now I need to send you like all the fun.
That'd be like the best gift ever. The weirdest gift.
I know. I'll be like, here's my box of random things.
Upcycling. It's
exactly
circular design.
Yeah. Do you guys, while we're in the powder coating area, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want me to show you in more detail? I can't actually show you how to do it because it's too complicated.
Yeah, and
it's actually too loud. So yeah, so I have to wear, I wear face mask, I wear safety glasses, and then I wear hearing.
Okay, good, because
the protection.
Loud,
because mostly because the generator is just super loud. Like I even have it on a towel to like deaden the sound, but the generator is just super loud in a small space. So like full PPE.
Does it take like one set? How long does it take? About like 1 minute? Is it fast?
So it takes me, so what I do is I'll line up, I'll line up on here, like all the things that I'm going to do. And it takes me like a couple minutes to spray. And then basically I try to spray as much as possible, like basically a whole oven load. And then depending on what color I'm doing, I might do like a couple cycles. So it takes about 10 minutes in the oven and then you have to let it cool down. But the biggest pain in the butt is cleaning the gun, like because you have to completely clean it between colors. So you can see here, like this is just a gun that goes on my air compressor to like clean out this thing. So it's like a 15-minute process to clean out the gun between colors.
Okay, because it will contaminate.
Right, it will contaminate. So you have to, so what I do is like I make sure I'm doing a full batch to make it worth it. And then the other thing that I do is I kind of try to go like in order of colors. So I would never go from like blue to like orange, or I would never go from like a super dark color to a super light color. Because if there's a little bit of contamination, it's not a big deal if the colors are similar. So I kind of have like orders I go in.
Have you ever done it intentionally and gotten a good effect? Where it's like,
I haven't tried it yet. I only started doing that. I only had this set up like 2 months ago.
You've done a lot with it. Maybe go back and let's start playing. I want to try more stuff.
All right, we'll go back.
I want to see you link them more. I like this idea of linking different things together and getting like super long and looping them. And you could build a whole crazy thing or be like a bracelet and a.
Right. So I have some that I did that were like bracelets, and you can.
You did earrings too, I saw.
So I did some earrings, mostly like just kind of circle earrings, like just nice big hoops. Because that was something I made maybe like 2 summers ago. I really just wanted big ass hoops, and so
totally got it.
Yeah, like
Also
everyone.
simple, you know, beautiful and simple and like,
Yep.
yeah, I
Yeah,
saw,
so
I was staring at them like, oh, she did them in color. This is nice. I thought that was,
yeah. So I did those, and then I did like some shapes, but yeah, so like you could literally take like this. We'll link them all up here.
oh, you can, oh, can you do this where it like comes together here and then comes down one long one?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
I'm like, that's
Yeah,
kind
so we could do, so like, so you could literally do like a Y.
yes.
Where
I
yeah, so you could do
I don't
that.
into that right now.
Yeah, and so then like if you have multiples, you can just, and this is something like I've always really liked my work to like kind of have that element of like play and layering.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but now with like the color,
You're just modular. You design that way too because you think about people really wearing it.
Yes. Yeah, that's really important to me. And then, right, like, and so actually this collection I made before I powder coated, and I did like, you could get segments in steel and segments in silver and segments in bronze, and it was my modular collection.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was kind of like, this is the first, it was like the most logical place to go.
With this, to start with color, and also a good way to play and kind of get
right. And
like,
what I really wanted to do was I wanted to be able to put multiple colors in one piece. And this was like the easiest way to do that.
it is, and also like it refines your process because people can buy them as bracelets too, right?
Yeah, so I have
this way. I think this way too because I want things to connect all together and be modular. Yep. Change.
Yeah, so I have like all these little segments of like bracelets, so you could buy like a couple of bracelets and link those together.
You do that where it's like two-tone. Do you have to powder coat it separately or those or?
Yeah, so that's two. So yep, so everything has to be powder coated separately. Yeah.
Yeah. Could that eventually go? Could you hook that onto an earring and it could be like a hoop charm?
You could totally hook it onto an earring. I love that.
Cool.
So now,
like my idea for everything right now.
Now I'm like, what earrings do we have? Let's see.
Right? Because I've been doing that, like adding things on. Like I did this where I'm thinking of you. This is a hoop earring, right?
Yeah.
And this is a hoop earring.
Yeah. So you're envisioning like this.
Yeah.
And like
then
this.
And then I put this on there. I made a double hoop.
But yeah, so like this could be like super
cute.
Yeah.
I like that because then you can make bangles. Because if you have if you have the bracelet, you have it in two colors. It's kind of, you can't do much with the single segments.
Right.
Unlike
but I like that you could. Yeah. Like now I have super. This is gonna be fun. So I tend to like design really seasonally. So when it gets warm in the summer is when I start making like big earrings. So I feel like this summer I'm gonna do way more stuff. Yeah. So like
you can loop the other one. You could even loop it on or just like double loop them somehow. I don't know. There must be a way.
Yeah.
That could hook
definitely like some things to play with there.
That's fun. Like I would.
Yeah.
I have some ideas.
I know that's now I'm like that's fun. Like let's do that.
Short hair.
I love this.
You wear your earrings below your hair a lot. You know?
Well, yeah, like I can't wear small earrings because you just never see, because I don't ever tuck my hair, like I don't tuck my hair back, I don't pull my hair back. We'll see what happens in like another month or two when I haven't gotten it cut.
I'm gonna be like Little House on the Prairie. Very Rudy.
Oh yeah, no, I got
really bad, you guys.
Like it's cool, it's fine. This is how I'm marking time, is like seeing what happens with my hair, and like every month I just take some selfies and like,
yeah,
how I'm marking quarantine time.
It's good though. I mean, color though, are you gonna start doing your color yourself?
No,
I know. I'm like,
I'll go back. I'm just literally doing nothing to it until I can go back to my guy. Like
I feel the same. I'm gonna hold out.
I feel like when I was in grad school, I used to dye my own hair, and it's so messy. I'm like, I already do enough messy things in my life. Like we just saw like my messy powder coating bathroom.
I don't know how I draw the line there too, and I'm like, right, I will dive deep and do the most meticulous other things.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not dyeing my own hair. I'm not cutting my own hair. Like,
I'm afraid to cut the hair. I think I'm gonna mess it up.
yeah, no, I can't. Like the back is starting to get a little, and I'm like, nope, can't. Nope, not
Like,
doing it.
maybe you'll even go to a half up. Maybe.
Yeah, sometimes I do that when it's like.
Well, especially if because when you're welding, you have to also be really protective, right?
Yeah. So
You
when I weld,
pink of each piece.
Yeah, so when I weld, I do tuck them behind my ears when I weld. And I do like the half thing when I'm photographing earrings on myself. I do the half thing so that you can see the earrings.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it's just down like this. But yeah, so welding, like I have to weld. So like every single one of these is a joint. So everything starts as, like I showed you guys, the coils of steel, and then I form all the links. I make all the S hooks. Like I don't really use, other than a couple ear wires, I don't use any pre-made components. Everything is just me hanging out, making links, making rings, making all the stuff. Yeah.
Doing these new forms, like you've been doing you started moving with links and doing this new more leaf form in leaf forms. And now you're working all them together with color, I feel like.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Yeah, so like
the colors, like making them more unified, even though they are similar motifs.
Yeah, I think so. So like the color is kind of the new thing, and I'm still feeling it all out. So like I don't know if I'm gonna retire colors after a season. Like I don't really know. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. I'm just powder coating all the things because it's fun.
And that's kind of like a nice thing to do. You like to explore, and also kind of like you thought you've explored a lot. You're making lots in batches, and like in small limited amounts.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm just kind of playing and really exploring. And then like with the rings too, like the other thing that I love to do is like fun photography. So that the rings let me do all kinds of like crazy photo projects.
That's for all your photography, because you guys, if you don't know, you should check out her Instagram. But it is so many plants, mugs.
Yeah. So here we'll do a.
Showing the 2D. I love this. The 2D, having the ability to show this in 2D is a big deal.
Yeah. So like this is part of my photo setup. So I have like this is like.
Is that yarn?
It is yarn.
What is that for?
I was gonna crochet a blanket like a million years ago, and then I never did. And I was like, look how this matches the faded teal color. I'm basically like wandering around my house and studio looking for props that match my rings.
And so, because you started with like greens and blues.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like a divergence from your more gray tones.
Right. So I've been doing mostly, like I did some gray, like I did, you can see like, here's the gray, like a gray and a blue.
Balance it with the neutral.
Yeah. So I'm adding in like some grays, and then I'm doing like the more, so this is like some blue and it's like a mint green. So yeah, so this is like some props. Green,
your thumb is so pretty. It's like so bright.
So yeah, and actually, so that's the color of my floor. So it's a little dirty, but you can see. So I actually, this is just the plywood subfloor, and you guys are seeing all the mess now. But yeah, so I actually painted the floor in this room and did this kind of, so like most of the room is the mint green. Nice. That matches my thumb. But yeah, so then over here.
I like that you have a back there too.
Yeah, so this is like my blank wall. So I'll turn these lights, and when I'm photographing on myself, so like this is the wall that I photograph against.
Looks great. Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, so I do a lot of photography stuff in here too.
I think it's really effective because it's showing it on the body. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
We've known it for many years, so we talk about business a lot. But this is like this and like showing it on the body is, I feel, a constant challenge.
Yeah. Like I just think it's so important, especially if you're selling online. Like I just think like it drives me nuts when I look at jewelers or anyone making wearables. Even now I'm like, I buy a lot of ceramics, and like I'm like, I want to see a hand holding that mug, man.
Oh my God, your ceramic collection is amazing. Like It's looking dope. And I like that you just bought some recently.
Yeah, I just bought some. I have a couple more pieces on the way. So I really believe in like supporting other artists as an artist. And I love other jewelers and I own other jewelers' work, but I just don't wear it enough to like, I know, right? Like,
I totally got you. Totally.
I love it. Like I love other jewelers' work. And I just feel like it's one of those where I was like, I do a lot of trading, so that's always fun. But I love ceramics and there is no part of me that ever wants to make ceramics. Like I don't, so the reason I work in steel is because I think silver is too squishy. So there's no way in hell I'm working in clay. But I love handmade ceramics. And so I just buy a lot of it. And that's like, I think of myself as a collector and that's where I invest my art money.
That's good. And I feel like you're using it also you're showing it as part of your life though, with what you're doing and like together.
I probably will never own a store because I don't live in a place that's conducive, but I always think about like, if I had a store, what would I sell? I'm like, oh yeah, it would be like my jewelry, handmade ceramics, plants, and books. That's my store.
I know, because you also, you're doing the new collection. You also started a new business.
Yeah.
FYI, y'all. Okay. She already teaches, but now she started another business teaching.
Well, so I have so many things that I'm doing. So I started a book club with my friend.
I love this.
Yeah. So we started a book club where every month we pick a book and we do like an action guide. So it's called Tractionable. And every month we pick a book and we do an action guide. So the idea is like reading books is great, but if you don't do anything with them, so we're reading nonfiction. So like if you don't do anything with them, what's the point? So we decided to do that. So I have that. I also I have an online community called Artists and Profit Makers, where I work with other artists and other makers, helping them with their businesses. And then I teach like a whole bunch of online classes too.
No, it's good though. I mean, it's like you're varied though, but you have a long history of teaching in person as well.
Yeah.
So that helps with but you've switched way before to virtual.
Yeah, I've been teaching online like business classes for artists and makers for pretty much like 10 years now at this point. So it was
years. Are you kidding me?
It's been that long, I know.
Holy moly. I remember we first met at like in the Javits Center. like a long time ago.
A long time ago. And were you at that like it was like the summer show in Baltimore where all my students were there in the booth? Yes! Do you remember that?
Yes. With Wendy Rosen.
Yes, it was the Summer Rosen show.
Yes, I remember that. You know, I still have the cozy. Talking about one of the things that you made. You made
oh my gosh,
felt cozies for like sustainable cup mug holders for your coffee. I still have that. It's sitting on my.
You could also wear as a bracelet.
Yeah, no, I totally have it as a little mug holder on my bench, holding tools, and I stare at it.
I love it.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, dude, I have a lot of your work over the years. Speaking of, but like,
I have a lot of your work too. It's just not here in the studio. Like I was like, oh yeah, your one necklace is downstairs. I've got earrings at home. I have at least a few pieces of yours.
Because you have it all, but your studio. So I have like, in comparison, my studio is in Brooklyn, and you've seen it. It's like this big. I come to the studio, and it's like 5 studio. It's a house of studio. It is not fair.
Yeah, it's a house.
It's like, that's why you have all these stations, which is great because you're able to do like incorporate like more techniques into your work. So maybe let's look at some new pieces.
So what do you want to see?
I love that they're wearing the earrings too. They look.
I know. I'm so into the earrings.
They look good. Yes.
So excited about it.
Well, I like.
We're gonna have to do more of that.
Fun is how you get to like figure out how to wear it.
Yeah. No, I love it. But yeah, so like I've been doing a lot. So I have like these shorter 4-segment ones that I really love because it's just like super short.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you can literally like okay, that's pretty monochrome, but like
I know
you've got like all the colors, and so you can just completely change it. So it's literally like 4 necklaces in one.
I love color blocking.
Yeah.
It seems also like you can change like your color combinations. You're going from like you can bring in like reds or I don't know.
Yeah.
basically did mints, blues.
Yeah, right now I've got like the kind of the mint, blue, green color palette, and then I've got like this got super long. The coral.
I want you to make one that's like down to here, and then you wrap it, and you like.
All right, hold on. We'll just keep adding. We'll just keep adding segments on.
Oh, it's like begging my friends to try on jewelry for me, basically.
I love it. All right, let's see. That's got to go on that side.
I know, because you've been stacking the rings too. I like how you started. Boom, boom, and yeah, I like the.
Yeah, I've been doing like all the. I only have a couple on right now, but like, yeah. So I'm like, what can we do? This is like pretty long. Also, just I should warn you. So I'm totally wearing like decent clothes on the top, and I have sweatpants on, just so we're all clear about that.
Oh, I have super weird harem pants and then Hoka sandals.
I love it. I'm totally wearing like Birkenstocks. So yeah. So if we've got like some long ass chains here.
God, I love it. Okay, that blue color is gorgeous. That darker blue.
This one?
Yeah, that's similar to the color of your t-shirt.
Yeah, it's like a dark navy.
I really like that.
So pretty. And then I just did, hold on, I'll go get it.
That dark navy is really hard color to find too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people look good in it and like it.
Right.
They search.
So I did that, and then I just did, this is like blue gray.
Ooh.
This is one of the colors I'm doing for fall.
That's really.
So I'm probably going to make, I'm actually going to make rings, and the rings are going to come out now because like this is kind of my shade of gray.
Yes. I'm like, how I see that for me, I see that mixed with gold. Doing a two.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because I like bringing in gold to things if the color works and it makes it really rich feeling.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. And that's something I haven't gotten into yet is like the gold powder coating, which I know.
Oh no.
It's also a thing.
Can you do that?
Yeah, so it's not like gold, it's like just gold color. It's not actual gold. Okay. But you can get metallics.
Oh, yeah. I challenge you to do this because I I selfishly want that because, dude, that's awesome.
All right, I'll work on that for fall.
How beautiful. I mean, it depends on if it looks like, it could look really cheesy or it could look good or it could just be the wrong color.
Right. And I think it's one of those where like if you did all of it, it would be like too much, but as like a little accent piece, I think it would work. I
think with some of these like blues and some of the things that you're bringing in, I could see it working really nice. Because
I think it really could.
Silver, but the gold. I know you did a lot of like darkened oxidized with or steel mixed with sterling.
Yeah, I've done a lot of steel and sterling, and then I used to do steel and gold filled, which is I think what you have.
Yeah.
And then I switched to steel and bronze because the gold filled you have to solder, and bronze I can weld.
It's also expensive, and it is.
It is expensive.
You gotta be good at soldering it. It is a thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm good at soldering. Like,
you are.
Teach it, but I hate doing it.
It's really fussy because you have to use that pink flux stuff and really keep it like you're like drenching it. Anyway, it's I love it because it's finicky, but it's not my like. Okay, this I'm loving. I like
that.
Tons of chain hip hop.
I know, right? I
love that.
I love it.
You could. You know what else you could do? You could clip on one of your pendants with the stones. That could become like a detachable pendant type thing.
That is true. I know. I have to play with that.
You have so many parts. You could like start clipping things on.
Clipping things together. Yeah. I know. And so like that's the other thing that's like in my maybe summer is thinking about like stones with the powder coating. I don't know yet. That's like in the future. Because
so when you did your original stone collection, those were dendritic agates? Is that right?
Opal dendritic agate,
opal. So those you had sourced from India.
Yeah.
Fairly, right? From your trip.
For my trip, yeah. And then I get people to send them back over to me now.
Yeah, because you've made relationships over all these years. Would you do something similar where you would ask them to source for you?
I could. I also have like a ton of stones in my studio right now.
You just don't need it. You can just do it from there.
I don't need new stones. I have to use the stones I have first.
Oh, never mind. I forgot.
I have so many stones. So many stones. So,
I've been collecting the pearls. I got you. And then
Mm-hmm.
other random stones I have unnecessary will never use in my work.
Yeah. Yep.
It
So
has
many,
60
so
different ones.
many stones.
Ooh, what color would you do? What do you think would you bring in?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Okay,
Like,
like this is your chance. Like,
I know. Now I'm like, I don't know. I have I have some like fun like pink stones that I kind of want to set in like the pale green. I think could be really
oh,
fun.
I like that. Ooh,
Yeah, and I think, and like also just even like this like blue gray that I was showing, because like the a lot of the stones in the contra, they're like a bluey. They have like blue, even though they're black and white, they have like blue undertones. And so I think like playing with that could be really fun.
I like that because that could bring out, because you're right, when it bleeds, like the color, it looks like blue.
Yeah, there's like definitely like a
Yeah.
bluish. Here, let's see. Let's go find some stones.
No,
Let's go find some stones.
I don't know, because like just I'm like, you can show that collection, because I know people
Yeah.
love this. Jack was on here earlier and they were telling me how much they love this collection.
Yeah, so like this stone you can see has like a lot of blue in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of them, we'll go
Wait,
look at that stash.
all of that? It was like a million stones right there.
There was like 4 of, I know, I was gonna go look at the actual finished work.
Okay, show me the finished work. Yeah, better.
Also, I would like to just say that in this, I'm not really sure how this happened, but in this little thing here, there's totally a pair, speaking of powder coating, there's totally a pair of Ashley Buchanan earrings hanging out there.
Oh, those are great.
I know. Those are from when she did the Yotel with us.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, so long ago.
Those are hanging out there. So yeah,
I
so
look
you can
a million nail polishes there too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I just so I did like, I don't know if you can see. I had to do like color tests of the nail polish colors.
No, but is that how you figure out what colors you want to use, maybe to source for powder coating colors?
No, this was actually, I had the powder coating colors and then I ordered all the nail polish on the internet so I could paint my nails in coordinating colors.
I love it.
So yeah, there's like some more over there. But yes, yeah, so like this is, you can see it's kind of a hot mess. Again, this is
I know.
like,
Awesome.
so yeah, so like this one, like I love like this stone. This is one of those stones I'm like, how is this one not sold yet? Like, look at that.
Oh, it looks like a person or anthropomorphized.
Like,
okay, so
isn't it? And then like, so
yeah,
yeah, so I leave the backs open.
I love the back.
Yeah, so like that way you can see the backs of them too. That's really important to me. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, this one too. I love this one. This is another one that's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
just those like, and like look at the back of that.
Blue gray. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
The blue gray. I think that'd be really nice.
Yeah, so I really feel like I want to do like some of that, and then yeah, like look at these guys. So yeah, so I have so many. We'll take a tour of my stone stash here. So like I have a whole bunch hanging out in here. Yeah, I know. This is like a fraction. But
oh
then
those are amazing. You have big one. Oh
yeah, so like I've worked really
awesome
hard
to look at, by the way. I'm like,
what?
This is awesome to see.
Yeah, so like I have, and then I think, let's see what's in this. Oh yeah, so this is something I haven't done anything yet. I know.
What are those?
They are crazy lace agate.
Ooh, they have some really pretty salmon colors in there with some greens.
Right, and like some kind of, yeah, like look at, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like those guys. Yeah, so these are all, I have so many stones.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so lots of things to play with in the future.
I love that you're like having all little combination. You're thinking about like arranging.
Yeah.
I know you
like
all. She has necklaces laid out all over in various stages of process.
Yeah, so like I have, this is like my big middle work table where I just like lay all the things out.
So much color right now.
Yeah, so like all the color.
So you're bringing in a lot. Is that the black or the blue? Because you're bringing in
So this is that really dark navy.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't done any black in the necklaces yet because I was like, I wanted to do that. So that's like the really dark navy. And then this is like a tealy blue.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like that also looks good on a lot of people.
Yeah. So that's this rain color here.
And is that lime or more lime colored? What is that?
Yeah. So it's like a yellowy green. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't actually done rings in that color yet. It's like on my to-do list, and then I keep getting distracted.
But you did rings. So like so just tell us like a little bit. You email weekly, or how are people getting these? As it dropped, like you send to your email first?
Yeah, so I always do my email list first, so they always get first dibs. So I've done 2 ring drops so far. The first one I did, it was like the gray, 2 shades of pink, and a green. And then the next week I dropped basically 3 shades of blue and the mint color.
Okay.
And then, and that was only like 2.5 weeks ago. Then I started doing the rings. So, and then last week, so I email my list every week pretty much. And so last week I actually had to restock some of the original ring colors already because I had sold out of sizes. And I restocked a couple. So I restocked. Oh no, I did earrings. I did earrings last week.
Oh yeah, like you did earrings. Okay, I saw these circle earrings, and then you're doing the necklaces, or you did the.
So I did the necklaces already, but I'm working on a restock of some of the color combos. So like this was my kind of like the original color. All these things together. So like when I first did it, this is the color combo that I did, that like I made one for myself. So it's like the pink, the green, the like dark teal, and the gray. And so I did one of these and it sold like right away. So I did a long one and a short one. And they both sold like in my very first release. So I just did a batch of those. So this week I'm planning on doing some necklace restocking, getting those things in there. And so, cause it's one of those too, where like you have to plan, because you can't powder coat every color at the same time.
Oh.
I have to kind of plan my way back around for what I'm working on, but I'm actually finding that like really fun.
And also you keep your excitement, but you also keep your excitement with your customers and on your website, because it is limited. You can only make so much so fast and do colors so fast, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I like that kind of I get to be in control of what I'm making for a change.
I like the idea of this, like the stamp, like having multiple colors and people being able to mix and match and add more things. They can buy the necklace and add another segment.
Right. You can add segments on, you can like add a bracelet to it. There's so much possibility in the collection. And then even like with the rings, just like buying different rings and stacking over time. So I have this like fantasy where I was looking at like this book I have of, it's actually Matisse Diebenkorn. So it's from an exhibition at SF MoMA. And like the colors in it are so beautiful. And I was like, oh, I want to like start recreating paintings in ring stacks.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that is,
yeah.
so that's like something. I've still got a few colors that I want to do before I kind of start doing those shoots. But like, I just love the idea of like looking at the paintings and recreating the colors. Though right now I'm having a lot of fun photographing like really monochromatic. So like once I get all the monochrome out of my system, then we're going to start doing like really fun color combos in the rings too.
Yeah, good to start with the basics and then going crazy. I try to always give myself a rubric and then start building out from there.
Yeah.
If possible.
Yeah, so it's fun. And I'm like,
I love that. I can't wait to see that. I feel like they're almost like, have you seen this thing? It's like called Palette Square. People will take pictures and then we'll find little palettes. I feel like you're doing that kind of, but in jewelry.
In jewelry, I know. I'm like super excited about that. And I have like some like I took a bunch of photos, like sort of when I was in Palm Springs at the start of March. I did like all these really like these photos of like kind of really abstracted, like color blocky of like walls and plants or like sky.
Very perfect for you too.
Yeah, so I have some ideas to like recreate those too as a color palette. So it's fun because I'm really like, I'm just like, I love color. And like you said, like I've done painting and I've always had color like in my paintings.
Painting, the girl.
I know.
I mean,
all things.
Everything.
So yeah, so this is finally letting me take all the color stuff that I've done in other areas and finally bring it into the jewelry. And it's kind of one of those where I'm like, why did it take me so long to do this?
We talked about this before. Like you were like, I don't know why it took me so long. It made so much sense. It was,
right.
But somehow you had to get there. You had to go through the process to get there, and that's great. I love this like stacking ring idea. Wait, show us, before we leave, we have like 5 minutes. Show us more rings.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll go look.
In your stacks, like, you put them in different places too. For
Yes.
something simple,
So I've been doing, I did them as like, we'll move things. So yeah, so like I've been doing them as, like you can do them as like midi rings.
Yes, I love that.
So yeah, I'm like super into the, now you can just see my paint splotches. So like,
do you
like,
use this inspiration for the colors?
do I
Or
use what?
the paint splotches?
Yeah, no, so these are, what's funny is, so like after you powder coat, you get like a little spot where the hook was. And so then I have to use like this touch-up paint to touch it up. So like, and I have these like paint pens. And so that's like, this is all just from the process of that.
Oh, how funny. Okay. Perfect.
So yeah, so like, what we got here?
Oh my
so
God.
Yeah, you see like all the rings.
I love it though. You have so many to play with.
And I'm still like, there's still colors that I've done in the necklaces that I haven't done in the rings yet. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like this, yeah, like I've got this like nice little pink.
I know that's different from the salmon though.
Yeah, so there's like, so I didn't do the salmon yet. This is like, I know the lighting's a little bit better here. So this is like, this is Dusty Rose. So it's like a real kind of faded pink.
And then this lace agate color too.
Yeah, so this is I think really close to like those lace agate colors, especially if you put it with like this green here. That's like what was really happening in that crazy lace agate.
Yeah.
So, and even like a little bit of that minty color in there.
Yes, I can totally. I love that. I love seeing that your colors that you chose match the stones you've been working with.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because like I just sort of have been picking colors, but like I definitely have a color palette that I gravitate towards. And then it's funny, when I was looking at that Matisse Diebenkorn book, I was like, oh, that's my color palette. Like, and I didn't do it intentionally. It's just that's the art that I love, and like I can see how it like came out in this color palette.
I totally see it too. And I see it in the plants around you, and then your hair.
Yeah, I feel like we should do a plant color tour really quick.
Yeah, really.
Like you can see.
You have so many plants.
Yeah, but so you can see like the pinks and the greens.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like, isn't that beautiful? And then this one I love. Well, so this one too. Like, look at that.
New wall for your plants too.
Yeah.
Right?
So I did this. Yeah. This was my like quarantine project. I actually bought all this stuff before I couldn't go anywhere, and I was like, cool, let's hang a plant wall. But like this guy, so like this, I'm so into like the variegated plants, and then this guy, like the pink and the green, like it makes me so happy.
No, it's really nice, and there's a lot. It's like painterly. Also, the leaves one totally. Yeah,
so those are like some of my. We'll do a little.
It's huge inspiration.
Yeah, so like really looking at like a lot of these colors, and this guy, like I love.
Mm-hmm. That's like have such a good inspiration. Okay, show us the chair a little bit closer too.
All right, yeah, we'll look at the chair. So this is the chair. So everything. So I designed this pattern myself. So I drew it all out first, and then I made it flat, and then I formed like everything is just steel wire. So I formed all of these shapes. I welded this. Like the chair took me about a month to make. Like, and I was in grad school, so it's pretty much all I did. And then laid everything out, and then basically like I drafted it like a pattern. So I did all the pieces flat, and then I just welded everything together, and the pillow comes off.
I love the pillow so much.
Yeah.
It's like the cutest thing.
I know. So it's like this little neon pink pillow.
It's a perfect accent.
With these little patterns, yeah. So that is my chair.
This is like such a beautiful like place starting point.
Yeah, and so what's funny is I didn't have it in my studio, and then someone said something about it, and I was like, why don't I have this in my studio?
It's perfect. So I feel like you could like curl up there almost.
Yeah, it's not quite weight bearing.
No, I wouldn't sit on.
It gives you like that idea of right, like look at this nice little cozy corner.
Your reading nook.
Yeah, and this is where like I can see. So like this is my bench where I sit and work most of the time, and so then like I can literally just look over there and it's just hanging out right there.
I love it. It's like a beautiful art object. Okay, we have 10 seconds.